What's up, Foppers? This is Asarix from Focusonplay, and I'm going to be bringing you my first ever video that's going to be covering the new Overwatch feature in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Um, I'm just going to jump right into this, but first I'd like to start off in saying that I have pretty extensive experience in Counter-Strike series. I've got about 700 hours in Source and almost 600 in this game. As many of you guys know that are watching this video, Counter-Strike lately has had a huge run-in with cheaters, and it's made the game quite unfun, especially if you like to play the matchmaking ranked system, which is pretty balanced, but a lot of the top-tier global elite players are known to be wall hacking cheaters. This feature is kind of like the League of Legends Tribunal, where you judge your peers based on their attitude towards the game, and also if they have a third party running. Seems like this guy's AFK at the moment, but hopefully here shortly he comes back. My Steam ID is Asarix, ASARIX. If you'd like to add me, I'd like to play with you guys. I like to support my fans in any way possible, and this masonry on the floor is it's pretty nice. Hopefully this guy comes back soon. But let's see. Counter-Strike, it's a hugely competitive game with multiple national and global tournaments. The game is quite competitive. It's been around for years and years. I think Counter-Strike, the original, came out in the mid-90s, based off the Half-Life engine, and so yeah, it's kind of interesting to watch these. Not only do you get to try and rid the community of cheaters, which it does look like this guy is, and I'll explain why in a second, but also, see, look at this. He sees him, looks at him, he stops moving, waits for the guy, and peeks him perfectly. You can even see his crosshair drift to him there for a second. So let's see. Their setup is normal 2A. Looks like they're rushing along, obviously. 2A, 2 mid, 1 lower. Kind of a standard setup, a little bit more ballsy than usual, but it is within the first rounds, first 3 rounds, which normally people are saving. It's quite interesting because most of the people that I've found guilty of cheating are actually some of the worst players you will ever see. But like I was saying, it's really fun to watch these because not only do you get to rid the community of cheaters and help make the game better, but you also get to watch the offhand chance of somebody being really good, especially with a team that's really good. So you can pick up some strats, a little bit of personal gain in that. I like to watch a lot of ESEA videos, Mr. Tweeday and everything like that. Just a big shout out to him. But some of these players are just so blatant, and I think this guy is going to be one of them. He peeks perfectly with my X-ray feature. You can see. Watch this. Boom. Yep. Perfect peeks. Very obvious that he's cheating, but he's also a completely terrible player without them. And I take a lot of pride in being able to use this Overwatch feature. Not a lot of people can. It's all based off your hours based off your hours played, and how many reports you have on your account. Look at this. It's just quite ridiculous how this game has changed over the last 3 or 4 months. When the game first came out, very little cheating. Everything was quite fair. They've made some changes since then, and again, I'm really happy that Valve was able to implement this system. I think these kind of systems, along with the Tribunal in League, are some of the best anti-cheating systems you can come up with. You're banning your peers, and it's not a permanent ban, but hopefully people can get better and actually play the game how it's meant to be played. Yeah. So as you can see, this guy totally walls. He knows where everyone is. He peeks perfectly, and he's just watching. He can just watch the entire team, the entire enemy team, and make plays according to their movement. Um, this this system, this Overwatch feature, is a three rating system. One being not enough evidence, so the person is innocent. Two being the person is just kind of griefing his own team, like stopping people from being able to leave the spawn on Inferno by standing in the doorway, things like that. Because collision is on in these ranked games. I'm not sure why this guy keeps going AFK. You guys just get to listen to me talk. Probably turning on his cheats, but you know, who knows. Another great thing about this feature is that it changes all the names of the character or of the players that you're watching to something random, and the person that you're watching is only referred to as the suspect. This makes it so that your decision on whether or not he's cheating or not is totally unbiased. The system wouldn't work if you played a lot and you saw players in here and you happened to get an Overwatch on them and it was your friend, or your friend is part of their team, and you wanted to make sure that, you know, he got ahead. Again, it's very well known that many of the top ranked players in this game, the world elite with the highest ranks, are all almost always cheating. I mean, not everyone is a cheater, obviously, but when you play as much as I do, and every other game that you load into has somebody that is quite suspect, it makes the game pretty unfun. Another interesting thing to note about this is that it only takes about 10 minutes, and it's a very quick download. The game is 8 random rounds throughout the game that he's reported in, and you know, it's just fun to know that I'm able to try and clean up the community, make the game funner for everybody else, make it a lot more fair. Look how bad he doesn't even know how to use his nades correctly. And it's just quite bad. I don't know if some cheats came out for free or what really happened, but just as of lately, there's just been so many cheaters. I hope that this gave you guys some pretty good insight as to what it looks like when somebody is cheating, and hopefully if you find that you have one in your game, you'll kick him. Other than that, like I said, my Steam ID is Asarix. My in-game name is Obi904. I'd love to see you guys. If you liked what you heard, liked what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe button below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.